Hello and welcome to the channel. It's been a while since the last video, so approximately 4 weeks. And thank you so much for your very encouraging and good response. I've read in the comments that you wished a video where I compare the 15 special edition colors of Neocolor II with the most similar color in the 84 range of standard colors. And this video is gonna be about this. So I have prepared this comparison, and this you can find it also here on the YouTube channel as a post or on my Instagram. And in this chart we have on the left all the 15 special edition colors, and on the right the closest one. And in the middle we have this delta A, which is the distance between the two colors in the LAB color space. And here we go from the closest ones to the most distant ones, so to the most different ones. This LAB color space is a color three-dimensional color space which has the intention of being perceptually uniform, meaning the distance between the colors should be proportional to the perceived distance by the human eye. And this is not the case, for example, for the RGB color space. That's really not perceptually uniform. The LAB color space is kind of approximately perceptually uniform. So before we dig into this video, I want to show you how I obtained this distance, how I calculated this, and I want also to announce to you that I plan on doing a mini series of 5 videos, one for each of the 5 special edition sets by Caran, where we are going to look at the composition of the set, visualize the colors that are on the set, swatch them wet and dry, because I understand that you guys like also using Neocolor with water. So I'm gonna show you also the wet colors in this mini series, and then I'm gonna also talk about how much superposition there is between each of the special edition sets and the standard sets. This information, you'll find it also on my YouTube channel and also on my Instagram page. And then what we're gonna do in this mini series, for each of the special edition colors, we're gonna look at here today only the most similar. In this mini series we're gonna look at the 3 most similar colors in the standard range of 84 colors for each of the special edition colors, like Caput Mortuum, Zinc Ochre, Dark Garnet. So this is just a little preview of what is going to come. If you have other ideas or other information that you would like to know about this, please comment pretty soon on this video so that I still have time to include it in my next video. Otherwise, you can comment anyway, and maybe I'm gonna do another extra video if you have other ideas or other wishes. So before we start, a quick introduction of the materials. So today I'm using Neocolor II, of course, as I mentioned. Then here this paper is the Paint On mixed media paper, 250 grams per square meter by Clairefontaine. It's what I have now in stock. I don't have a special watercolor paper at the moment. Then I have this Borciani Bonazzi brush that I was using also the last time. Then I have fixed pencil for writing, and then this other fixed pencil, always by Caran for the Neocolor, for holding the Neocolor. So how did I compute the delta A? Now I'm gonna show you my screen. So here I created a palette tool. This is on a website. You can go and play with this. And in this palette tool, you can visualize the colors in the LAB space that I mentioned to you. And you can also, here is a two-dimensional view, and you can also see the colors in the three-dimensional space. And you can choose a palette and then visualize it. For example, here, light gray, you have light gray highlighted, and here on the bottom of the screen, you see like the LAB values, coordinates for this color. L means lightness from 0 to 100, meaning 0 is completely dark, 100 is completely light. A is this horizontal axis that goes from green to red, and A is this vertical axis that goes from blue to yellow. And what I used for today, so here basically you can see all, not all, but many of Caran color ranges. And the part that I use for finding the closest color is this translate colors. Translate color means finding the closest match of a color in another set of colors. I translated from this Neocolor II with 50-year special edition colors to just the standard Neocolor II colors. And here you can see how many, the closest colors that you want to get. And I translated, for example, Caput Mortuum, and let's see, the four closest colors are these ones. And you see also the delta E. So how close these colors are to Caput Mortuum, these Neocolor II colors. Here we go. Now we can go over to the practical part. So stop with the theory, go to the practice. And we go through this list from the pair of colors that are the closest to the pair of colors that are the farthest away from each other in this LAB space. We start with the first pair, which is Caput Mortuum and Charcoal Gray. And I'm gonna do a little swatch of the two. So they are quite close, but you can still distinguish them. And now we activate them. And you see the Caput Mortuum becomes nice and violet, almost like aubergine. And the Charcoal Gray, when you activate it, it looks very different. It's very black grayish. So you see these two dry, they are very close to each other, but wetted, they're quite different. Then we go to the second pair, which is Conch Pearl and Desert Rose. So Conch Pearl, it's here, and Desert Rose here. These two are really, really, really very similar, and I expect them also to be quite similar when wetted. Let's see if it's the case. Yes, they're very similar also when wetted. The only thing is that maybe Desert Rose is a bit more intense. Then dark garnet, and sorry I said granite in the previous videos, but I read it again, it's garnet apparently. This is close to aubergine, and we test them. Honestly, these are quite close, but still I have to say I like the fact that this dark garnet is a bit less saturated, more grayish. So I'm really happy to have it in my palette now. Aubergine is more violet, vibrant, intense, and the garnet is a bit more grayish. The color is almost like wine. Then zinc, ochre, and raw sienna. Let's see. Zinc ochre is a bit more orangish as I see it, and the raw sienna is a bit darker, but when wetted they are actually quite similar. but you see this is the zinc ochre is more like orange yellowish, and this is the Rosiana is more brownish. Then light lilac, this is very close to mauve. Here light lilac is a bit lighter and mauve is a bit darker. Let's wet them. Light lilac is very soft and the mauve is a bit more intense and almost neon-like when wetted, I have to say. Look. 6. We have Rose of Garance, close to salmon pink. Let's test it. Rose of Garance, really like this color. Salmon pink is a bit lighter. Rose of Garance is, in my opinion, almost a bit more intense, more reddish, while the salmon pink is more orangish. Quite close, but still also quite different. 7th place, we have Skagen Blue. This is the closest color is gray. I can show them to you. Skagen Blue is blue. The gray is a cool gray. And you see, well, they're like close, but still quite different, I would say. The colors here start to be more and more different. We go to the next page, and here we have still 8 colors left. So I want to do a countdown now from the 8th place to the 1st place to the most different ones. 8. Here we have Chryso, Praise, Green with Jade Green. Let's go. They are very similar. Chrysoprase Green is a bit more bluish, and the Jade Green and also a bit less saturated as I see it. And Jade Green is more, maybe a little bit more yellowish and a bit more saturated. That's my guess. Then 7th place, Light Wine Lees with Salmon. This Light Wine Lees is a bit darker and is also less saturated as in my eyes. Then 6th place, Aucuba Green with Gold. So you see, when you wet the Aucuba Green, this yellow component comes out. It's quite nice activated, I have to say. And with the gold, actually, it becomes a bit less metallic. And you have also this yellow part, but it's more greenish brownish. Then 5th place, we have Light Peony Yellow with Pale Yellow. They're quite similar in kind of hue, but the Light Peony Yellow is much lighter. Oh, when you wet it, it's almost invisible on white paper, and the Pale Yellow still has some a bit stronger color. Then 4th place, we have Tyrian Pink together with Purple. Look, Tyrian Pink is really a neon pink and the purple is darker. Now let's see when we wet them what happens. Tyrian Pink is still quite neon-ish, but it fades a little bit. The purple remains still very intense when it's wetted, and it's also a bit darker. Then 3rd place, now we are on the podium. Here we have Peach Blossom with Pink. Peach Blossom is much lighter than Pink, but the hue is kind of similar. Maybe Peach Blossom is also a bit less saturated. When we wet the Peach Blossom, it becomes even lighter. When we wet the Pink, we still have a bit more color which is remaining. Then second place we have the Amazonite, and these together with turquoise green. So here you see these two are very different from each other. Now we wet them. Amazonite remains this more grayish green blue color, and the turquoise green is much more vivid also when wetted. The Amazonite fades a little bit when wetted. And then the two most dissimilar colors here, they are the light heliotrope together with the pink again. So let's go. The light heliotrope is light, as the name says, and it's unsaturated. The pink is much more saturated. Light heliotrope also vanishes a little bit, and the pink remains a bit stronger when wetted. Now we want to have a final overview and some final remarks with you. First of all, pairs from the dark set are also the ones that look the most similar when dry. You see, it's these three. But even if when dry, caput mortuum and charcoal gray in this ranking that I did are the closest ones, you see that when you wet them, they are very different. Also dark garnet and aubergine. The dark garnet is more gray. The aubergine is like more closer to purplish, more intense. And zinc ochre and raw sienna, they are quite similar. Zinc ochre is a bit more oranges. So all in all, I think these colors are really still worth having, especially the dark garnet and the caput mortuum, in my opinion. Then, if we go to the portrait set is conch pearl. These, in my opinion, you don't need to have both conch pearl and desert rose because they're very similar. Then you have in the portrait, you have light wine lees and salmon. And I have to say, light wine lees, now I have had these extra colors for a month. Light wine lees is one of them that I found myself using quite a lot. So maybe I like it less than other colors, but I use it quite a lot. And then in the portrait set we have also the light peony yellow and the pale yellow. And I haven't used the light peony yellow yet. In my opinion, it's still very close to the pale yellow, and honest opinion, it doesn't add too much to my palette. Just my opinion, from how I draw. Then let's go to the pop set. In the pop set we have the colors, this light lilac. So this light lilac is very similar to mauve. In my opinion, not a must-have. Then we have the rose of Garance. I like the color. I want to use it more. I haven't used it yet so much. And then we have the Tyrian pink. It's a very nice color, so it's a color to consider, probably. Then we still have the Lush set and then the pastel set. Let's look at the Lush set first. So in the Lush set we have Skagen blue, which the closest color is gray, but it's still kind of different, and for me in my palette this is a must-have. I've been using this a lot. Then the Aucuba green, also quite different from from gold, and for me this is a must-have for myself. I really like it and I'm using it. And then we have the chrysoprase green and the jade green. This is not a must-have in my opinion because it's still quite close to the jade green and kind of close also to the Veronese green, so it doesn't add too much to the palette. And then this is a bit the surprise that I got when I was making this ranking. The three colors that are the farthest away from their counterpart in the 84 standard color range are the colors from the pastel set. So these are all pastel set colors. The Peach Blossom, the Amazonite, and the Light Heliotrope. The Peach Blossom, I haven't used it so much. In my opinion, maybe it's the weakest special edition color. The Amazonite, I didn't think I would use it so much, but I have used it a lot. Really amazing color when dry. When wet, you judge it because you use it more than me when wet. But when dry, really, really amazing. And also the Light Heliotrope is kind of nice to have, is like a less saturated pink. Nice. I think I will use it. I haven't like drawn subjects where I need it, but I think it's a really nice color. So this is a bit surprise from this video that I want to share with you, that the 3 special edition colors from the pastel set, at first glance maybe they don't look so exciting, but they're good ones. So that's all from my side. I hope this video was useful and interesting for you. If you have any questions, any remark, any idea for new videos, just let me know in the comment sections. Thanks for watching until the end, and I see you soon in the next video.